What's going on, Jay World? Nothing much, man. Just about to tap in on this stream. She playing NCAA. Madden be messing up, man. It be having too many bugs. Madden be having too many bugs for me. It be Look, that game that caused the whole power outage twice. It be, Look, that game. Like, I'm not even gonna cap. It didn't shut my internet off several times. So Madden just don't be getting it for me, bro. It's pretty fun and pretty dope game. It's just, bro, it's got a lot of problems. They server is ass. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it with Madden. They get that shit together. I can play it again, but it's not playable, man. And I'll be like, damn, is it me? What's going on? Is my internet or what? No, it's the goddamn game. It's the game. It's unstable. It's unplayable. Well, let me take that back. It's a playable game. It's playable. It's just that motherfucker need to be. I don't know what the fuck. It's just like every time they update it, it mess something up in the game. So it's just not fun to play no more. So we about to hop in this NCAA. I'm playing with Michigan right now.
Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Wolverines will kick it away to start. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This crowd Looking to throw at Simpson. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down, 10 yards to go.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Got it in the middle. It's Bernard. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Cuevas. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. Fighting off the defender. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Horton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit. Dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Looking down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. When I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Duran or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Quarterback making checks. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Marshall. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Good timing on the quick out. Headed to the end zone. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. To the air, it's Underwood. Going for 6. Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score. Well, that was a nice little pitch and catch there.
And when you get in the red zone, you're thinking run, the field shrinks. You see the tight ends really come into play in this area of the field. The big body guys that you can fake a little run action, throw them the football for the touchdown.
Well, Jay's where my boy, you still there? My bad, man. I can't be talking and playing at the same time, Brady. I be trying to concentrate, man. I be trying to concentrate, Brady. Can't talk and play at the same time, bro. So my bad. If you said Ryan Williams, your boy, though, that's what's up. He is cold, though. But shit, he ain't, that shit 92 to 92. What the thing about them is they running back don't be getting what the job done. Guts. I don't know if y'all remember that show.
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
He breaks a tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Right down the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking for a man, it's Carr. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job on the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You have many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and you handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Miller with the ball. The Tide will get the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge.
Turning it on! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they have the first points of the game. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lost a throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down, got to have success, but to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him, he's got a rhythm going, he's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the move, it's Bob.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to pass, it's Carr. Working the big fella to the corner. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the first down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that thing.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get into the ground. That is a ball.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll run play action. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pocket breaking down. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Bernard. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Williams. Well, he did a good job to get the foot down in bounds, but only picked up a yard and not enough for a first down.
Yeah, they need to work with more space, Reese. I mean, it's not worth throwing the football all that way to the boundary just to toe tap and get 1 yard. We got to do a better job trying to get these playmakers the football closer to the middle of the field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Holds it in. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Firing deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He gets it inside the 40, but he stopped at the 39, and that's not quite enough for the first down. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Under fire. Working that left side now. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires the pass, intercepted.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He's got it down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it. They're working that left side. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
And the ground game comes through for this offense just in the nick of time. Clock ticking down in the first half. They punch it in and a chance to tie this football game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Throwing right. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Safe completion on the screen. He's past the 30. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Alabama.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Buying some time. He's going to take off. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because
He's taking the shot. Grabs it inside the 15. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. He's not even going to get close. Knocked out of bounds well behind the 1st down marker. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Carr. Fakes the grab on the left. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's locked. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and set up.
Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Powers through the defender. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll try to get outside. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive gain. Still a couple plays here left, too. And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Across the 45. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable. The defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
To the air, it's Carr. This time it's complete.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness. And that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Oh, he's got a chance. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Oh, better look out! Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. We asked earlier this week, who's your... Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Ducks will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Firing to the right, complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, it's so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Vols want to crank the tempo. The offense will have to use... First timeout of the half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Aguilar. Using his legs to buy some time. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Touchdown ball! Made the grab and took it on into the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Energy and noise early. Looking for a crease. It's Hughes. He has the first and still on his feet. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Might as well stick with him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
The Ducks with the first and 10. The give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Catch and stride inside the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense up front, their front seven? They had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical third down.
Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
To the air on second down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Sends it back in motion. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on third and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Power football with the run. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go right back to him. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Off play action. Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
He slides that just inside the right upright. They take a 4-point lead here in the 2nd.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes they put you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Back to pass, it's Aguilar. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Pulls it in. It's Jackson. At the 35, he's loose. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking downfield on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Moore will throw. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, ball's incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Steps away to find some room. Pulls it in down the sideline. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Going deep. Pulls in the deep ball. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's not afraid to go deep. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Moore to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, can push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires one deep over the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Mano-a-mano, man. One-on-one go ball. Who's going to make a play? The defender steps up to the occasion, knocks that one away for an incompletion.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Ducks will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Whittington. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Moore will throw. Fires it down the seam. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they hoped for. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's a pitch down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Volunteers come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high-percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Volunteers! They take the lead with the 6. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quarterback adapting. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he had out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning. So you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I'm going to throw it out there and let him run underneath it just a little bit too far for the speedster.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Wide open spaces. And he'll hop it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown ball!
The quarterback's abilities to read the field is is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore to the air. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
To the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Uncorks one to the middle. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Makes the catch. It's McCulley. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Underwood. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Going to swing it on second down. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass. Quarterback just couldn't quite find the range on the last play. It's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great one.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it from the gun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. There's no logical reason these two shouldn't play every year. The proximity, both powerhouses, but squabbles get in the way from time to time, guys.
They sure do, and I think Notre Dame being an independent always makes things tricky and difficult. But at the same time, they're always playing USC every year, David. I'd love to see them schedule Michigan each and every season.
And just make it happen. We've lost so many rivalries in sports because of money, because of conference realignment. We don't need to lose another.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
On fourth down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
They'll toss it to the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Look out, he's got room. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Catch in the middle. It's Klein. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Tries to get it on the ground. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. A strike downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. In this rivalry, you could just about write the history of the game. Rockney and Fielding Yost, Schembechler and Holtz, the Rocket and Desmond Howard. So many great moments in this rivalry, which has been played since the 1800s.
So many great moments, so many great plays, great players. And how about the uniforms? Just clean, beautiful, pristine units.
This is just classic college football. And because of all those names that Reese just ripped off, this game always seems to come down to the final play.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down and more. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. On the run, it's Love. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it on the outside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Hands it off. Finds a little space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Carr. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Will put toe to leather and will get started. That one bounds through the end zone and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. To throw, it's Mendoza. Complete to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Martin. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
He'll throw on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the stats. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. It'll be a draw. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harbor. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll run it to the right. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The play-action fake. Here's a heat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Touchdown, Gamecock. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hemby. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight 1st quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. That's reeled in. It's Hemby. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the 1st down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quickly complete. Turns it on in midfield. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Fires to the tight end. Oh, a lot of space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And, man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5. And now he has him down here on the goal line. What?
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Sellers. On the run, still looking. Fires on the move. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. He wants to change this route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
The short hands, it's Hemby. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And some room to work. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Trying play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering his shoulder to get the first down on third down.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. And the Hoosiers will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different runs.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback, and they're able to come away with a pick.
Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Hoosiers will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking for room, it's Moss. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass, it's Reed. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when
turning it on. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Got him downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. He makes a catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads it left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback extends the play. Working that left side now. They get him down with this offensive setup. First and goal from the 9. Texas A&M going quickly. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll keep it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies. When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited, and you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Grabs it in the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the back. Makes the grab. It's Hemby. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Spits it out to the back. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Got his man on the right. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Back to throw, it's Reed. Looking to buy time. On the move, he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Here comes the heat. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He spins that thing down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return. The interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Finds a man on the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Wide open on the move. He has it on the jet sweep. Runs through a tackle. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And offenses are majoring in this now, right? They know the jet sweep is a big part of what they do, how the defense is going to respond, and they're just going to give it to you over and over again, see what you do for it. Nice job by the defense. They didn't give up a big play, but they're always looking to set up that next play and how to attack the edges of a defense.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but...
Touchdown, Texas A&M. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Finds his man, it's Cooper. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
That one comes out hot down the right side.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Mendoza. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
One more snap coming before halftime. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Aggie. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
And he tacks on the extra point. And the Aggies will kick it away to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this.
He's got it down the left. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Got a man. It's Cooper. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum, get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be changing the route. Wants to keep it in the air. Takes a hit as he fires. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced
Man, shut the fuck up, cheating ass game. You ain't even doing shit, nigga. The game is winning for your bitch ass. Shut the fuck up, you faggot. Nigga, I ain't about to play you, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Bitch ass nigga, you in this fucking faggot ass game.
Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. up to kick off and get this one started. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Got his man in the middle. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Catch in the middle, it's McCulley. There he goes! Touchdown, Michigan! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
And he makes the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Price. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He'll try to do it himself. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air. It's Carr. He's going to run it. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. Notre Dame right back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Creates a little room. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That ball is live in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
The offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Your bitch ass quit. Man, look, I'm gonna say like this. That last game with Indiana, that shit was not right, bro. Like, I understand what I gotta do now. I gotta get that stadium post under control, man. When I'm away, yeah, fuck that. That's how I keep losing.
Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's ball. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Football games, these sports games, I don't know what the fuck be going on, but they be trash, bro. 2K servers is a little bit better. And fixed a little bit of the lagging, but it's playable. But these football games, they've been fucking them up, bro. I ain't gonna care.
Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bruins will kick it away to start us off. The kickoff bounces. End zone, they'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Moore will throw. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab on the left side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Got 3 on first down, it's 2nd and 7. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Moore to the air. Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Reads it, fires complete. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost to you.
They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Touchdown Ducks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped him. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. The Bruins headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going over the top. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking to pass. Got his man downfield. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Quarterback on the move, still looking. With the catch, it's Thomas. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
To the air on first down. Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Just keeps swinging it. Dumps it to the back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They want to run this quarterback. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Moore will throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Got the big tight end on the corner route. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back and leaves it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Hughes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Using his legs, it's Hughes. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got it on the run. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, Oregon! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Time to take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Throws to the wideout. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Ducks! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Bruins, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Looking deep. Got it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Bryant. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Makes the grab. It's Casper. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
More to the air. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's caught. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown!
Yeah, I'll play you red car guy.
That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch down the right side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just
got it in stride at the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Bruins want to move quickly. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a touchdown, UCLA! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Hughes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Moore will throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Creates a little space. Inside the 30. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Fourth quarter, obviously trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
So now it's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. The snap sets up the throw. Got his man quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll move the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, through it! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And the extra point ties the game in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Offense changing the play. Going right to work up top. Caught over the middle. It's Whittington. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Moore to the air. Release to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Hughes. Gets away from one, finds room. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. All wideouts, no backs. Lost a throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Marshall. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Defensive back spread all over the field trying to take away the pass. To the air on first down. Gonna take a shot. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
On the run, it's Thomas. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, UCLA.
Nigga, you ain't even good. You shitty, nigga. You sit here and ran the same play the whole time, nigga. You was really scared, nigga. You was really scared, nigga. You sitting up there, nigga. You sit up there and ran the same play over and over with your shitty ass,
They'll try
nigga.
to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on.
Exactly, nigga. I know you ran the same shit over and over because you kept sitting up there faking out the computer, dumbass nigga. I know. It's a cheating ass glitch. That's what you niggas be doing. I know. You sound like you choking on some dick, you fucking fag. That's what you sound like.
And it all comes down to this. Make or
Yeah,
miss.
you told her, nigga. I don't care.
Nerves
Shitty ass nigga.
right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot.
Nigga happy that he
It's
leaving.
common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team coming
You
to
niggas
town,
gotta quit
they
talking to me
love
for doing the
play
game,
Yes,
bro.
and
Like,
what
fuck.
needed to happen in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved.
But he
And
do
when the
that shit,
crowd
he
gets
started
involved,
fucking the
Jesse,
game up.
it
That's why he
changes
started
the
talking
game,
shit at
and I
the
think
end
it
of
had
the
a lot
game.
to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked,
That
when
nigga
their
suck.
home crowd
Running
is
the
like they
same
were
play over and
today,
over.
they're tough
And a
to
five
beat.
spread
Period.
offense.
And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days
That
and
shit
days to
ass.
come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For
Fuck,
David Pollack and
man.
Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese
Only
Davis. You've been
interception
watching
right
another
here.
presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Oh, they just kept stopping. What the fuck? Fucking bullshit, man. Like, no, what the fuck? passing in there. Fucking didn't happen either. Nigga just kept getting deep ass passes. Like, bro, what the fuck? Look at this shit. Stupid shit like that. Just passing on my fucking offense and defense. It's dumb shit. Man, what the fuck? I'm beating this nigga and he come back. Like, bro, what the fuck? Y'all not even getting there. Like, that's what I'm. They just make me cheat. This just be cheating. Them niggas just be cheating me, bro. Whole time. What the fuck? Nobody covering them. Man, hell no. Niggas talking about, play me. Fuck nah, nigga, I ain't playing you, nigga. Don't come on my channel asking me to do nothing. If you ain't on the lineup, you ain't getting in there. Quit asking me to play you, bro. You niggas fucking my shit up when y'all get on here talking to me and shit when I'm playing. Damn. Stop fucking talking to me while I'm playing. Fuck. Fucking weird ass niggas. Be fucking up the game. Wait till the game over with, then fucking say something, nigga. Don't say something when I'm fucking playing in the middle of the game, you fucking weird ass niggas. Fuck. Cost me stupid ass games like that. The nigga think he did something. Nigga, that wasn't doing shit. Nigga, you was losing. But and that shit weird. You can fucking cheat the whole game out by keep hitting triangle and keep cheating the game out, making the fucking game go crazy, bro. That'll make it cost timeouts and shit during the game. What the fuck? Alright, bro. He really was scared, but I ain't gonna say nothing. Whatever. Niggas just gotta quit talking to me during the game, bro. Don't talk to me during the game. Don't speak to me because I'm not gonna speak to you during the game. I promise you I won't speak to nobody else, nigga. From there here on there, you speak to me during the game, bro, I'm ignoring the shit out you. And I promise you, you will not get shit out of me, nigga. Don't say nothing to me to the end of the fucking game. Don't get on my shit talking about play me. Play me, nigga. Don't do that, bro. Cause I don't even sit there and talk to niggas during the game. Real. I was just whooping his ass. Fucking weird ass niggas.